Hey everybody, it's Mike Venus La Soul and I'm back. And I want to talk about what I'm up to right now. I just set up a subscription with Ditto as my distributor. And I'm probably going to go back and maybe remix or rearrange some of my beats that had already released and put them up. But I have a lot of music that I made in the time that I wasn't uploading that needs to be put up. But I know a lot of people kind of nervous about AI and about how good it's getting. And I made a video about AI and it didn't get many views. I also made videos about books I suggest to people about, improving your production, because like I'm a musician. So at first, like my composition or the music that I write, I have a lot of experience doing that. I don't have that much experience publishing music because, could I publish music back in the day? No, I didn't have the funds for it. I had a lot of stuff going on in life. A lot of the things that are set up now wasn't set up then, but I was always working on music, and my goal was to make music that, one, feels good, and that's healing, And now in this space, all the music is primarily, driven to be very simplified, forgettable, predictable. I'll say generic. Like I don't hear artists or, things that are original unless it's coming from people who have done it before and are re-emerging. So like, for an example, one of my favorite producers growing up, and I have a few that I kind of like, I don't emulate them. That's one thing I don't do, because I'm not a biter. I don't respect biters. Biters are people who try to they like what a person do. They'll never acknowledge them or, openly say, hey, I like this person, but they'll literally take all their stuff, note for note, sound for sound, beat for beat, whatever, and then act like they came up with it without giving credit to the one that inspired them or even mentioning them. That's a biter. So tight beats, I don't make tight beats. I'm not a poser. I'm not up here trying to act like I'm like multi-platinum, Grammy Award nominated winner, any of the music, awards you can win. To do that, I have to register for it, and frankly, I don't even know if they would even acknowledge me because of the fact that my hand touches everything for right now. So I'll respond to that later. So now you got this AI stuff, right? This AI stuff, okay, it's artificial intelligence. It's telling you in the name of it that it is by far a biter and a poser. A poser is someone that emulates someone right down to the letter, but in essence to outshine the person they're emulating. But it's not them at the core, it's a poser. I think, I haven't posted that video, but I said it before, like, I'm not a poser, so like, this is me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get, if I get monetized, that's cool, but I'm not trying to be PC or pose like I'm this and that when that's not really me at my core. So like, for an example, though I might make instrumentals and post them, I'm not trying to be a trap producer or, I'll even say a drill producer. Like I enjoy all styles of music. I really like to blend music, things that I like from different genres or patterns, or even chord progressions or melodies or scales that they use or sounds. I might blend them. That's really been my MO. It's really based off of how I feel and what's inspiring me in the moment. Everything's improv. So it's nothing that is like premeditated or thought out. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make this type, I'm gonna emulate this, because that's what we're dealing with now. Like AI is gonna basically remove a large percentage of people who move like that are either posers, doing tight beats, emulating other people, but all this time they're not learning from those people they're emulating and coming up with their own sound. They're just living off of it. AI is going to replace you. I'm not a biter, meaning I'm not going to go and secretly watch someone who got like fucking less than like 500 views on their video and copy everything that they do, every beat, every sound, every melody, every chord progression, and then pretend like it's me at my thing, but never acknowledge them. That's a biter. That's what AI is going to replace those people too. So a lot of people trying to get into music, because music is one of those intellectual properties that can go on even after it's immortal, just like wisdom, your name, all that. It lives on based off of your legacy. So I'm not that type of person where I would go and bite a person and I won't acknowledge them. You done heard me many times on my videos. If I learned anything or if I'm speaking about somebody, I will tell you who I'm talking about, who I learned this from, give them credit, even if they don't like me personally, which they don't even know me, but it is what it is. And I'm not a poser, So what do I see AI gonna do? AI is gonna thin the herd. It's gonna trim the fat, If you eat meat, right? Like, let's say you go to the grocery store, and I ain't gonna pause nothing. I don't even do that. That's weird. If your mind's going there, you're a weirdo. You're a weirdo. But if I go to the grocery store, right? I was explaining this earlier to my wife. People trying to save money will go cheap. So like the best meat to buy, if you, let's say you're buying ground beef, right? It's not buying 80-20, 75-25, or 70-30. It's really the leanest meat, which would be like either 93.7, or if they don't have that, 90-10, which is sirloin. Why? Because the money you're paying for the meat. You're not paying for the fat. You're not paying for the bone or the stuff that's not edible. It's really the quality of what you're getting. So like if I spend $10 on a pack of meat, that's a pound, but it's 93.7, 93% of that is meat. That pound of meat, my family, we can make our dinner, our lunch, whatever, and everybody will get everything they want. We'll get seconds, we'll get full, right? It's not fat. Now, could I buy more? In a sense, it seemed like I'll have more if I bought the 70-30, which is trash. It's trash because 30% of that is fat. It doesn't hold its value, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting less meat because whenever the fat cooks off, it's just gonna be whatever meat's left is gonna be swimming in fat. Or if we use jewelry, the highest quality of gold is 24K. The highest quality that they can make in jewelry is 22, because they gotta add, some filler to strengthen it so it don't get all dinged up and banged up and stuff. But, if you rocking 8-9 karat gold, you got trash. You know what I'm saying? It's cheaper, you can get a bigger size, but the purity of it it's worth nothing. You're not really getting anything above 50% until you get to 14K, which is like 58% gold and the rest is filler. So like if you was to buy gold, you need to buy it at 14 at the lowest and then move up to get the more pure, because the value holds in the gold purity, not how much it weighs. You know what I'm saying? If you got a Cuban link chain that's 22 karat gold at a kilo, it's worth more than 10K or 14 karat gold chain at a kilo. You understand what I'm saying? Because of the purity. Same with this music. Like, you guys think, oh, you know, you got people, oh, I'm going to make AI music. Yeah, but they only can emulate. They're artificial. That means it's fake. It's not real. And intelligence, it's not real intelligence. It can't come up with ideas or new genres or new patterns or new chord progressions or new ways of creating sound. It's only going to emulate what it's been fed. And that's where the advantage comes in. But a lot of people lazy that's in this realm of making music, writing books, coming up with movies, all the images, all that stuff that's intellectual properties, which is where the money is at. But they're not willing to do the work. That shit easy to me, bro. Shit's easy, you know? So you gotta think. I already gave you sauce. See, unlike other people, I don't try to block. I'm not a gatekeeper. You know, I ain't trying to like throw obstacles in your way. I'm trying to give you, I won't say a shortcut, but I'm trying to give you the building blocks to get you started. Like I told you, I bought a book called 1001 Grooves. Most beats ain't nothing but grooves. It's a 2-bar loop of just a drum pattern. It show you how to program it if you know how to read drum music. And then drum music is easy to read. I told you I got books on music theory, chord books. You learn how to build these chords, and then you learn about leading tones. You can start making your own chord progressions. Taking basic chord progressions that people have and then just modify them slightly to create lead tones or melodies or things that switch it up. It's not hard, bro, but people make this shit hard. And they're doing it because really they're not creative, and AI is not creative. So like AI is always going to be second place to someone that is creative. So, you know, it's food for thought. You know, learn the craft. This is a craft. Music is a skill. It's a craft. And I done seen people say, well, music is not about talent. You know, no. Talent does help, but it is a skill set, meaning you have to work at it to develop it. And then you gotta be imaginative. Use your imagination. Too many people emulating and posing and biting other people's styles, and that's not them at their core. It's going to show through their music. I'm going to feel it. Other people are going to feel it. So, you know, be true to you. If you like EDM music, you like house music, trance, stuff like that, then don't try to be making boom bap beats and drill or trap, because that's not you. You're not going to be connected to that music. People going to feel that. You know what I'm saying? Same thing if you're not a rapper. You know, everybody trying to be a rapper now, but it's like most of y'all niggas can't even stay on the beat to rap. Rap is all about rhythm. Cadence, that's rhythm. Wild rhyming, matching up words that, you know, and then having something to say. You know, everybody's trying to do the quick thing, but not thinking long term, because music is internal. It's immortal. It goes on forever, bro. So think about that. You know, I'm Mike Venus, La Soul. Till the next time, y'all be blessed. Mike out.